What's up, guys? I just got done watching 3 hours of coverage from Jay Sekulow and his team. And they did honest coverage, not assumptions, not calling for something and pulling it back. They did honest reporting on the numbers, on the actual numbers all night long. And I don't know what you guys were watching. I want to wait till a bunch of you jump on. You need to share this video. It's great news. I didn't want to put the great news in the title of this video because I knew Facebook would flag it and try to get rid of me for saying who won the election. But I'm going to wait until there's like about 300 of you watching, 400. So I urge you to share the video as quick as you can. I don't know who you were watching. Okay, we're up to 400 already. Great. Don't lose your mind. Donald Trump won. Donald Trump won, guys. It's over. It's over. It is 100% over. And even if they are trying to do election fraud by stopping some of the voting, Jay Sekulow just reported that they're not going to let that happen. That they're not even, that you have their personal guarantee that they're not going to let that happen. Donald Trump is beating Joe Biden in Pennsylvania, where they tried to stop voting. But then Jay Sekulow's team and the campaigns and the RNC put pressure on Pennsylvania, so they started recounting the votes. It even blew it out even more for Donald Trump. Donald Trump is up with like over 70, almost 80% of the vote in, and Donald Trump is up almost 700,000 votes. Do you realize what you have to do to overturn 700,000 vote deficit? You have to do like a 3-1. Because even the rest of the votes that have to be counted, they're not going to be all for Biden. So let me just tell you right now what's really going on, okay, you guys? And I just got done watching 3 hours with Jay Sekulow's team, and he's the personal president. I mean, the personal lawyer. Sorry, it's getting late. Of the president, him and Jordan Sekulow and their other legal team, Dan Bennett and everybody. They've already called the election. They've already called the election. The reason why Fox and all these other stations, and by the way, Fox is showing their true colors. When this is all over, when this shit is all over, you get done with Fox. The only people you watch on there is Tucker and Hannity. And I wish they would go somewhere else. Okay? But listen to me and listen closely. Donald Trump is up mathematically. It is almost impossible, especially if you see the trends all night long of the voting. He can't win in Michigan. He can't win in Wisconsin. He already lost in Ohio. He's going to lose. I'm talking Biden. He can't win in these states. He just can't. It doesn't matter how much of the voting they say they're going to do tomorrow. It's not happening. It's not happening. So Biden cannot win in. To win in Pennsylvania, it would have to be fraud, in which case Jay Sekulow team said, don't worry about it, we got it. We're not going to let them get that fix in, okay? He won Georgia, he won Texas, he won Ohio, he's going to win Pennsylvania, he's already won it. Biden can't win in Wisconsin, Biden can't win in Michigan. It's over with. See, what Biden needed to win, and to be honest with you, he's probably not winning Virginia. See, even Virginia, you expect to go blue. You don't expect it to go red. So when you're close in Virginia, when you're that close to losing as a Democrat in Virginia, you lose the whole election. You lose the whole election. So, and Trump is ahead. Now, all these places that said we're stopping voting, we're stopping counting, number one, they probably won't be able to do that all night long. They've already tainted the votes in Virginia by taking them physically out of the polling station. They can't do that. Those votes in court tomorrow, Jay Sekulow's team will get that right out of the water. So he's probably won Virginia. But in the beginning of the night, guys, and don't listen to any of the shit that the news stations are saying. None of them. Not a single one of them. Except for Newsmax and OAN. Fox News, they have gone completely blue. They are completely ass out, and we're done with them. They're just trying to keep you locked into the TV for another whole day. All they're doing is kicking the can down the road. Donald Trump won this election. It's over. It's absolutely over with. Donald Trump won. 4 years ago, and any time in the past, 4 years ago and throughout history, they've called the elections already. You go back to any time in history with this much of a lead, this late into the night, with that many votes already in, they've called the election. To be honest with you, Donald Trump should be coming out right now and saying, MAGA, like a mofo. It's over with, guys. So don't trip. I know it's scary. I know the news companies, Fox News, ABC, NBC, I really honestly know that they are making you feel like you've lost. You're going to bed tonight scared. Don't. It's over with. It's absolutely over with. What they want to happen is they want to try to prolong it as much as they can so they can possibly try to get some voter frauds, sticking in extra ballots or whatever it is. But what they really want is they want to mobilize the civil unrest tomorrow. The civil unrest. They want to mobilize the riots. They want to mobilize all that. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. Biden might come out and make comments all he wants. He can come out and say, I snimmin' the snummin' and run the election. I don't give a shit what Biden comes out and says. I'm not even watching it. So if you guys can please tell me if you're watching it, what he says, I'd love to hear what he says. But it's over with, folks. They can't win Pennsylvania. They can't win Michigan. They can't win Wisconsin. They lost Ohio. They lost Florida. They lost Georgia. I don't care what anybody says. Georgia's over with. And they lost Texas. They literally cannot win. It's over. It is over, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm just telling you right now, don't be scared. Don't be upset. Don't go to bed thinking you're going to wake up tomorrow and you're going to see a socialism utopia. It isn't happening, ladies and gentlemen. It isn't happening. It's over with. Trump won. I'm telling you right now. And this is coming from Jay Sekulow's team, himself, and Jordan Sekulow, who's like, Jordan almost, I think he was ready. He was like getting ready to swear tonight. He was like, I'm going to tell you something. We're going to tell you something here that the other networks don't have the balls to tell you. And that is, Joe lost. Now, you might see some people say, oh, Joe won. Joe won. They're basing that on assumptions, just like they did with Virginia and then had to pull it back. Just like they did with North Carolina, then had to pull it back. Just like they did with Arizona, and they're now pulling it back. And guess who the late voters are, or the late counter, the late votes when they come in at late and for Arizona? Guess who they come in for? They come in for red. So he probably didn't even win Arizona. As much as they're calling it, don't listen to anything. Don't listen to a damn thing, not one thing that Fox News or any of the other bullshit news stations tell you. It's over. This isn't me being a partisan. This isn't me being, I need Trump to win. It's over, folks. There is no possible way that you are going to make up with the trend that Donald Trump increased his lead so much for in so quick and so little bit of a time in Michigan, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, places like that. There's no way the rest of the votes are going to be 3-1. Biden would have to get 3-1 in order to even have a chance mathematically. It is not possible. So just listen to me and listen good. And I'm getting this straight from Jay Sekulow's mouth, who is the attorney of the president, who was taking calls from the campaign, from the White House, during their coverage of this election, okay? And he was telling you, look, we're not going to let this happen. The Constitution is on our side. We don't even, to be honest with you, they don't even think they need Pennsylvania. They don't even think they need Pennsylvania to call this for Trump. Think about that. This was a calculated plan by the Dems. This is the last-ditch effort. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. He won Iowa. He's probably going to win Arizona, believe it or not, because they called that back. He's going to win North Carolina. He's won Georgia. He's won Texas. He's probably going to win Virginia. He's definitely going to win Pennsylvania, no matter how they try to fix it. And even if they do try to do some funky, smelly, dirty Democrat shit, the president's lawyers are all over it. Best lawyers in the world. So don't worry about it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't care about what Fox says. It is over. You can start celebrating 4 more years whenever you'd like. The only reason I'm not is because everybody in my house is ass out sleeping right now. Jersey Bob says Trump is losing. No, he's not. No, he's not. Literally, Trump is up in every state that you think he's losing in right now. In all those states that they stopped counting, Trump is up. And he's up so big that to overturn those votes, it's not as easy as you think. Literally, every vote has to be for Biden. Every vote that's left has to be for Biden. So you're not, with all due respect, Jersey Bob, you're not paying attention whatsoever. He's not losing in any of those states. He's not behind in any of those states going into anybody trying to say we're going to wait till tomorrow to count. They've already put the pressure on Pennsylvania, and they're counting the rest of the night. It's over with, ladies and gentlemen. It's over. What'd Fox say? Fox is now saying they're not wrong about Arizona. Well, that's all right. We'll see what happens. You know what I mean? Like I said, these networks, their job is to keep you glued to the TV as long as possible. You want to know how we know this? Because when Trump has got 80%, or when 80% of the vote is in and Trump is up, they won't call it. But when 60% of the vote is in and Biden's up, they'll call it. They've already had to pull back 3 separate states tonight. 3 separate states they've had to pull back. And you want to trust in anything that they're saying? It's over with, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to win in Wisconsin, and he's going to win in Michigan. And here's what I was going to tell you in the very beginning. In order for Biden to win, let's say he didn't win Florida, because he didn't, and he didn't win Georgia, and he didn't win North Carolina, he didn't win all these states. What Biden had to win was all the states that Hillary won, but then he also had to win Pennsylvania, he had to win Arizona, or North Carolina, but he had to win either Michigan, Wisconsin, or Ohio. If he didn't win, if he lost all 3, I mean, Trump could have only picked up 1 and still won the presidency. Biden couldn't lose 1. He couldn't lose 1. He couldn't lose Pennsylvania. He couldn't lose either Ohio, Michigan, or Wisconsin. He couldn't lose those. If he lost those, he loses the election. Trump could have lost all of them but 1 and still won the election. So regardless, ladies and gentlemen, of what Fox or anybody says, don't trip, calm down, relax. The people that are actually reporting the real statistical numbers have already said Trump has won. You've never seen them do this in an election, right? You've never seen them say, oh, we're going to stop counting. We'll count the rest in the morning when it's only 11 o'clock. You've never seen them carry ballots by the boxes out and say, oh, we're just going to walk across the street with these through crowds. You know, could be rioters and looters out here. We're just going to walk across the street with these. You've never seen any of that before. Why do you think they're doing that? They're doing that because they know Trump won. Here's the best indication that we know that Trump won the election. Are you ready for this? The Chinese yen, the money system in China, dropped so drastically tonight that it's only worth 15 cents on our dollar. They are literally in a depression in one night. Donald Trump has put China in a depression in literally one night. Their yen has dropped so far, so fast. This is what you get for releasing the virus on the world and trying to stop Donald Trump. You want to know what went way up? NASDAQ futures shot through the roof. Shot through the roof. So this tells you that Wall Street and the Chinese government already know who's won because they're looking at the numbers. They're looking at the numbers. They're not watching Fox News. They're not watching ABC. They're not watching CBS. They're all in their pockets spreading their propaganda. The very simple fact that China's yen has dropped to 15 cents on our dollar in one night, and that our NASDAQ futures and Wall Street is through the roof, lets you know that the people that are in charge know the numbers. And the numbers say that Donald Trump is your president for 4 more years. So I'm going to let you go. It's late at night. Everybody's sleeping. Go to bed. Relax. Biden can come out and say they know they won, but he can't come out and say they won. He just wants to, this is just all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Okay? So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, have a great night. MAGA like a mofo. We'll celebrate tomorrow, and we'll celebrate for the next 4 years. Trump is your president. He's your president. He is your president. It's over, like The Sopranos. So start enjoying that win now. And share the video. Share it far and wide. But don't say Trump won in the thing, because they'll ban you and they'll ban me. But tomorrow, you'll be able to say that Donald Trump is your president for 4 more years. Say it now if you'd like. And you got to hear first. Actually, you got to hear second, because I got it from Jay Sekulow. All right, you guys, have a great night. Love you. See you later.